손을 내밀어줘 Save me, save me, save me.
Wanna be loved, know why you same love. I know it's over, yeah. Don't wanna be full, wanna be cool, wanna be loved, know why you same love. Oh shit, oh shit.
I think they're so good. I just love that song.
To Sugar was really nice. He said, hi, thank you. I mean, you can say whatever you want to them. I just said, hey, because I didn't really have anything to say. And then next was Jimin, okay? And I got to Jimin. He was kind of like looking down, and I was just staring at him because, y'all, he is so cute. Like, he is so cute, and their hair looks really nice. So I was just like looking at Jimin, and he didn't look up yet. And so he looked down, and then he looked up, and then I was like looking, and I was like, I just smiled, and then he like looked down, and he's like, hey, and then like signed the poster real quick, and he's like, thank you, and then like passed my poster, and I was like, did he just stutter in my face, dude? Like, what the heck is that about? Hit Jin's hand. I knew Ratman was coming up, so I was like, I am going to smile and be dazzling and beautiful, right? I was gonna say like happy Chuseok or something, like Merry Chuseok or something. I was gonna say to him. Get up to him, I smiled big. I was like, I touched his hand, super big smile, and I was like, his like pupils were like so big, like they were like, and then his like mouth opened and he like didn't smile. He was just like, he was smiling at first, but then when I like was gonna say something, he was like, and I was like, I forgot what I was gonna say, so I think I just said thank you. Save me, I'm drowning. So then after that was Jungkook. After that was Jungkook, and I felt bad because Jungkook is so hot. Like, he is so hot, and he was just like, and then he like got kind of like close to my face after the high touch. I was like, are you serious? And then in my head I was like, did I just imagine that? Like, none of the things I mentioned with Rapmon were like hella exaggerated. They were all like kind of like subtle. So I was like, maybe I just imagined that because I was so excited to see him or whatever. But then we do the photos and we get in line again, and we got really lucky because we were the first people in front of BTS. So we were like, if this was BTS, this is where I would be, right? So we come in and all the guys are kind of further down this time, and they were like, hey, hey, hey. So everyone's saying hey, right? And then certain people are walking really fast, so there's kind of like spaces and holes everywhere, but we were like some of the first people in line, and then everybody else behind us in our group was behind us. They tell us to go in, they say hi to us, and I'm like looking and I'm saying hey to everybody, but I'm also freaking out still. So I'm trying to catch up to my friend because she just like was walking so fast in front of me. I was like, hey, and then Rapmon was literally the only person looking at me, and I was like, hey, just to make sure that he was actually looking at me, you know, because like, who am I? So he's like, hey, and then I looked away and I looked around, and then I looked at him again. He was still looking. He looked back, he looked at the ground, and he like looked back up, and he's like kind of like looking like I don't know, my husband. He said, hey, how are you? He was like over there still, and he asked me like, these are the doors, this is BTS right here. I was probably like right here when he was like, hey, and then he looked down all shy, and he looked back up and he's like, how are you? And all I said was hey, because I was just shocked. So when I stood in front of him, I just turned around and I didn't move. I was just frozen in place because I was so shocked. And I was like, oh, did he just say hey to me? Like, did he ask me how I was doing? Like, I have been saying hey all night. Like, I didn't know how to say anything else but hello and thank you. Like, what is wrong with me? My heart exploded. I was done. My mind was like blank. I just couldn't believe it. There were so many people behind me, like, and I just wanted to disappear, honestly. And then my friend turned around and talked to Rapmon, and then I took the opportunity to turn around and stare at him. But then I got caught by Suga and Jungkook, so I turned back around. My other friend came, and Suga was like staring at her, like he was on this side of me, and then she was like up here. So he walked to this side, and he was like standing there. He was kind of like looking at her, and then me and her were talking back and forth, so they were kind of like watching us.
아이니즈 무대를 하기로 했는데 좀 보기 힘들다. 됐어? 안녕하세요.
아니지.
BTS. No, go ahead. I'm excited. Go.
둘셋 팍! 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다. BTS.
Yes. Just know one thing y'all learned.
한 가지 배운 거 한 가지만 얘기해 줄 수 있어요?
Everybody, almost. Everybody doesn't care about other selves. You know, like just everybody stands for themselves. You know, they don't care about others. The way they talk, the way they rock clothes. You know, the dreams. People look like they don't care about other people. That's so awesome.
Okay. Right. We're free. I guess basically free.
아우 봐봐 다 거짓말이라니까. 오 여자는 말안 하고요. 솔직히 저도가 다 똑같아요. 영업용 온다 이거. 안 오네. 봐봤어요. 저한테 안 오면 여기가 달라네. 이게 남자의 현실이에요. 방탄 형님의 형태라고. 우정보단 사랑이다.
you feel right now?
I feel amazing. This is awesome.
You are amazing.
No.
No?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
You are so great.
Thank you.
You feel great?
Yeah.
So you're the grand prize winner. How do you feel right now?
I feel amazing. This is awesome.
You are amazing.
이렇게 대상을 받을 걸 예상했는지 여쭤주시죠.
Did you know you would receive this grand prize?
No.
No? Not at all?
Not at all.
You are so great. Feel great?
Yeah.
여쭤주시죠.
Did you know you would receive this grand prize?
No.
No? Not at all?
Not at all.
You are so great. Feel great?
Yeah.
Go, Brittany. Go, Brittany. Go, Brittany, man.
It's something about the girl that just makes my head wanna twirl. Oh, you got me want to tell all them other girls.